Hi survivors, it's me Prepper Zan reporting to you. Hope you guys are doing well because what's going on in this world is not. I'm tripping on how we allow these people to really deprive us of the life God gave us. These people act like we cattle, like we a number out here. You know, and it's like the more and more I study and the more research I gain and knowledge I gain to all this evil and wickedness and how these people for a very, very, very long time have treated humankind as a piece of property, as a number, and even like what's going on over there in those eastern countries with that W-A-R, like they look at us in the whole sense all over the world. They look at us as calamities of war. They don't care what happens to us, y'all. I'm telling you, you need to keep that in your mind. These people don't care about us. They don't care if they kill us. They don't care if we be somewhere with our children and our loved ones and our family members and they just have some crazy person come and start shooting people just so they can push some kind of agenda. These people be doing a lot of stuff, y'all. A lot of wickedness. And we be thinking that it's the person that they put on the news as the suspect, as the perpetrator. All the while, it be these people behind the scenes who's running the world, who's pushing ugly agendas. You need to wake up and pay attention because everything is falling right before our eyes. And if you in these urban communities and all you thinking about is posting on TikTok every day and going to the club and drinking and smoking and popping pills all day long and gossiping and spending up all your money trying to impress people and being cars you can't afford, spending your last income tax check or your last check on a car note or getting put down on the car, put down on the house, and you know you can't afford the next month rent because you don't know where the money gonna come from, or you thinking that job you have, you gonna keep it all the time, you better open up your eyes. I'm gonna tell you, because the people that you used to depending on because you're not responsible, they gonna cut you off if they haven't already. Because the way the world is going, baby, I'm telling y'all, it's not about to be anything to play with out here. But going back to what I'm saying, it's like you can't do what you want to do in this world because you have to keep on trying to keep up with getting money so you can take care of yourself. And I'm like, how did all this stuff even happen? Like, how do we have to be living our life to make other people rich or taking from our time that even if I don't care if you don't want to do nothing, just sit around, or if you just want to go garden all day or do whatever you want to do, you shouldn't have to be deprived of living the kind of life that you want to live. But they have set this whole thing up where everything is money, 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 money. In order to have this, you have to have money. In order to have that, you have to have money. Don't get me wrong, y'all. I'm a person who firmly believes in work. I believe that you do need to work. But then you do have people who can't work. And then if you're working, you don't need to be working just to make somebody else rich, neither. You could be working on your own business, or you could be working, you know, when it comes to agriculture, on your own land, you know, growing gardens and producing foods and stuff for the community and whatnot. Why everything have to be what they want us to be, want it to be? Like people just really, like, I think we just are lost up under this spell. You work for 30, 40 years, you retire. By the time you retire, you can't do nothing. By the time you retire, even if you have money in your life, how much more longer you had to live? You done gave all your time in exchange for some money. Little money on top of that, it's not enough money for you to have 100 generations down the line. They're going to still live off of it. So to me, it's kind of not really worth it. So, you know, my quest is, I'm on a quest for peace of mind. I'm on a quest to do what I like to do. I like to sing. I like to exercise. I like to garden. I like to be off the grid, you know. I love horses, you know. I love reading and listening to the Word of God because that makes me, it builds up my character and my faith and my strength, and it gives me that to fight and to be strong, you know. I like to study. I like to learn different languages. What do you like to do? Are you doing what you like to do? Or are you being robbed by this system like everybody else? Allegedly. And all they do is, and then I started thinking about it, I'm like, okay, I'm working, but then I have to keep spending. These people get it right back, y'all. We act like they're giving us something. They're not giving us nothing. They're getting it all right back. And then when I open up my eyes and I realize that, I'm like, oh my God, I'm still a slave? That I refuse. I see why people be sleeping in their cars and, you know what I'm saying, and going to shelters if they have to, or finding ways to rob the system, or I'll say to beat the system, because it's just not worth it. You throw all away your money, throw away your money in rent. The month you can't pay it, you can pay it for 20, 30 years. I seen this happen to an elderly lady. The lady was 80-something years old. I never forget it. She was my neighbor. This no good landlord, don't get me wrong, y'all, there's a lot of good no good tenants too though, but this no good landlord didn't even tell a lady, gave the lady, I think it was a month to move out. All of a sudden he said he sold his house to somebody else. The lady had just moved. The lady had been paying that rent for 30 years. I know for a fact because I grew up on the block. Then I knew some people, they got sick. Well, one of the couples home, the breadwinner in the family got sick, and they had been paying their rent for like 15 something years. Got sick, couldn't pay the rent, they put them people out on the streets. So is it worth it? You throwing away money for what, a month of living? If you think about it, it doesn't make any sense. You might as well live the life that you want to live. And I'm telling myself that too. That's why I got a plan in place for all this too. You know. And when you're working, then you can't do nothing, you know. You work, you spend all your day working, and by the time you get home, you gotta cook, you gotta clean, you go to sleep, you get up, you gotta do the same thing over again. Then you have 2 days off on the weekend. That's not enough time. And then the weekends are not providing the type of services that you need that are provided during the week that you can't go to because you're at work. Like going to see a doctor, or going to see your child perform at the school during the school, years. It's just really weird, man. I started peeping all this stuff, and I started internalizing everything in my mind. I'm like, man, something ain't right out here. And now they all got us under this craziness, all this stuff that's going on. They turning up the heat on everything. So we working, but we having to spend more of what we're earning. Find a way out the system, y'all. We gotta find a way out some kind of way. And a lot of communities, it's not sticking together, especially in the black community. We're gonna be in a lot of trouble. And I hope that somebody listening to me today and will change the way they live. Yeah. Change the way they live and the way they live.
You the first motherfucker volunteer to help my black ass out this morning, man. Thank you. I wish more black people was like your ass, man. Stick together. No offense. The white people just stick together. Asian. No offense.
Y'all get it together. I'm gonna have to go now. So you all watch this world, watch the weather, smell your water, boil your water before you use it. Please follow me on my other platforms. If you're looking for solar panels to bring down your electric bills, I work with a solar company. They give you a free solar consultation as long as both homeowners are present at the time. They give you guys a free $100 Amazon gift card. You get $7,000 to $10,000 when you file your taxes when you are a homeowner who have solar, and it's no money down. If you're looking for land in bug-out areas, I have land for sale in Texas and in Virginia. If you're looking for bug-out areas, I can help you out with that as well. If you need me to help you find land, I can help you with that as well. Please follow me on Patreon for weekly survivalism classes, and y'all keep surviving.
Yeah.